I finally played Duet Night Abyss. As a Warframe player myself, I found this game intriguing at most. What I know is this is an anime or waifu Warframe, essentially a JRPG Warframe. I could be totally wrong since I may have played like maybe 2 JRPGs in my life, and I also heard this was like a love child of Genshin Impact and Warframe, which I have not played that either. So my knowledge when it comes to this isn't that high. Now, if you do not know, I said I did not play the first Ascendant because of too much skin. And yeah, now I realize the irony of me playing this game. So I take back what I said. I am kind of sure that I will probably play the first Ascendant at some point. So anyway, before I played this game, I had to update the launcher about 5 times before even starting it. And I also had to restart the game each time after I logged in, which was a little annoying. In fact, I had to do this actually many more times each time I played actually, and I heard it was worse for mobile players. So yeah, anyway, this is pretty much a big recap of my journey playing the game to the end of the story, at least so far anyway. Overall, I did enjoy it for what it was, and I'll probably play it more. So with that being said, let's begin. So the story starts with me and Berenica, who I think is my sister, hiding outside our hometown on Purgatorio Island. The town got invaded by these things called filthoids, these weird infested-like creatures. We started heading back to the town for weapons. Now, first impressions, the design actually looked pretty good, and it genuinely did feel quite good as well, despite people saying the bullet jumping isn't good, but I don't mind it. Now, the weapons were easy to get. We started with a sword and eventually got a shotgun. Now, I don't know if this is on purpose or not, which to me it doesn't make sense if it's done on purpose, but the fact that the weapon is so far from my back is just kind of crazy. It's crazily funny, don't get me wrong, but I don't like it, and I really hope it gets fixed. It may be a little funny, but it bothers me for some reason. So anyway, I made my way through the town, and then I got to this little ancient area that supposedly no one was supposed to know about, and we started encountering other enemies known as the Legion, which is pretty much like the Empire from Star Wars or something, I don't really know. We of course kill them and learn of a new enemy. Randy.
Give me your word.
The soldiers did their best.
He's Randy.
These are indeed unforeseen circumstances, but we did find something valuable on this island today. Alchemical tools she has used, and an airship with a Legion serial number on it.
You realize we're looking for number 0, not this useless junk, right?
We've been searching for over a decade, but our maritime unit intercepted several of the villagers' vessels. They might be able to dig up some... Were those gunshots?
Randy.
Yes, Mom.
It said mom, but it said ma'am, so I don't know the relationship there. Oh no, it's Randy!
You can't get away.
I'm gonna be honest, with a game like this, Randy is different. That's not a name I was expecting. This was an introduction to some characters that we introduced as bad guys, which may not be the case in the future, but you know, I don't fully know. So once me and Berenica tried escaping, we were stopped by Big Purple Lady Sybil, which I knew I had to get on my team. Well, eventually. Mainly because of the purple. Definitely because of the purple. But the fight was pretty damn cool. We're in a fight. Oh god. Bam! Okay. Sybil. Oh god, okay. Shooting a bunch of balls at me, but that's not doing anything at me. Can I just circle you and do this? Okay. So I know the bosses have mechanics, and this is actually a pretty cool mechanic so far, but... can I do this? I guess I can do this. Just spam this, yeah. I'm just gonna absolutely defeat her with using this ability. Absolutely just defeat her, yeah. Okay. Oh, I see the bar. Wait, what happened? Excuse me? We didn't actually win that fight, but there was a pretty cool cutscene right after. It involved something known as resonance, which my main character had, which made Berenica come back and fight even stronger than she did before, and we actually came close to actually defeating Sybil. Inspired by the power of resonance, Berenica's ultimate skill has been awakened. Press Q to unleash Berenica's ultimate skill, Nether Flames. Nether Flames continuously consume sanity during its activation, releasing sword waves in the attacking direction. Press Q again to end the ultimate. What happened to the other person? What happened to me? Okay, I knew I could defeat you. Yeah, yeah. Wait, what? Okay. I don't know what you're saying, but I'm absolutely demolishing you. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know what you're saying, but I absolutely destroyed you. But like I said, we lost kind of, and Veronica was just taken. She was being called number 0, which is a little concerning. Basically, what we did was empower her with the use of resonance, which is a very rare or at least uncommon ability of Charons, which is what our race is, I believe. There's more lore when it comes to that, but that is practically what we are. But before Veronica was taken, we were just kind of dangling off the side of a cliff. She, I guess, agreed to go with Sybil and them, and then I just kind of fell down the mountain. I'm surprised I didn't die, but here I am. Eventually, a cutscene happens, and it makes me feel the need to talk about something very, very, very important in this game. Jiggle physics. Yeah, so there is jiggle physics in this game like you have never seen before. I am genuinely just blown away by how good they are. Just watch. See, like I said, jiggle physics. The chandelier is something else. It's amazing. 10 out of 10. So anyway, after falling, we found ourselves saved by Lady Camilla and Snow. Lady Camilla is also a Charon, yet her powers are unclear, and Snow is a Luno, which I certainly will talk about in a bit. We were at a place known as Ice Lake, stranded without any traveling permit, which we needed to get into the city. On our way there, I did unlock a new character, which was Margie. Yeah, it was a bit out of the blue, as I have not met her yet, but it's fine because it does kind of make sense since I did lose Berenica. So I arrived at the gate and pretty much just stood by as Lady Camilla did some smooth talking and definitely didn't use her looks for getting us into the city. Lady Camilla told me to go check out this old place where this guy Mr. Henrik tends to help people with shelter. So we headed there and quickly got dismissed. That's when we met this girl Psyche, a nice young girl who convinced Mr. Henrik to let us stay at an old place for at least one night. Once we got there, we got Berenica and Rebecca as a playable character, which was weird, but okay. Now at this point there was a crap ton of talking. I probably sat there for at least 45 minutes of talking. Most of this was for tutorials and explaining bunches of things. It made sense, but did kind of suck to just have to sit there, especially when the game explained stuff that I already kind of understood, like the mission screen. So when I finally got to play, it threw me into another tutorial mission, but this one was actually kind of important. It brought me to a blacksmith, which I finally learned something, that this game has something known as lollybait. I am not too sure what that is. I know it's something with anime stuff, I think. Yeah, I don't watch anime. But this blacksmith is older than it appears, and that's pretty much what Lunos are. They all look pretty similar, but ages vary. Anyway, this blacksmith gave me a cool flamethrower, which I was told it was very similar to the Ignis Wraith, which, yes, it is. And I'm gonna give this game the benefit of the doubt because you do know there is such thing as flamethrowers in real life. I mean, I'm just saying, Warframe can't be the only game that has a flamethrower, but I get the similarities. So we finally met Margie as we talked to Lady Camilla to become a fox hunter to, start making some cash. She was hesitant to let us, but she sent us with Margie to get some money back from a thief. We successfully did this and even got some help from Camilla where she almost got attacked. She looked kind of angry, but I'm sure that's nothing to worry about. Maybe. I'm pretty sure it is. But anyway, we got the money back and became an official fox hunter, where we met this guy named Wells who explained stuff along with modding, which in this game is also known as demon wedges and seems quite similar to Warframe. So we continued on as Snow wanted to go see this giant pig in the wild. I found my first dynamic quest while going to this, which happens every so often when passing through the city. This one I helped a Legion soldier, then just continued on my way. We got to the lake where we met some suspicious fellows. Then the pig kind of just showed up and started talking. These people were revealed as Genimon hunters, which Genimon are basically just tiny little creatures with powers, or pretty much just tiny little Pokemon. So yeah, we stopped them. Then came the real voice behind the pig. The two were Truffle and Filbert. They were Genimon hunters, as Snow called them. And then this all led to a tutorial on how to catch the Genimon. So yeah, I caught one and named it Jerry. They then departed, and I was sent to complete a covert commission, which awarded me with Truffle and Filbert. So throughout me playing, I will definitely be catching a lot more Geniemon, but for the moment, I went with Psyche on a Fox Hunter mission to get this crystal thing, that Crystallo or something, for Mr. Henrik, hopefully to win his favor, at least a little bit. This brought me to some deep caves with Snow and Psyche, where we encountered some enemies, and even encountered a boss, which something happened to Psyche, like she lost her eyesight or just something happened and she fell, which caused her to be the one to fight this next boss. Now, this boss is definitely not a Jackal clone. Definitely not. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. It's definitely not. Oh dear God. Okay. Chrysalis. Okay, cool name. I'm not reading this because I'm better. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. I don't need it. Wait, huh? Why am I playing as you? Oh my God, who said I wanted to play as you? Okay, I also have the flamethrower here. I don't know what they're saying, but okay. Wait, so I don't know what, oh, I'm Titania? Huh? Okay, just spam. Okay, cool. So I think I need to destroy the legs. Okay, bam, bam, easy. Oh my God, this isn't, oh my God. It's the Jackal. It's literally the Jackal. Oh my God. So after the boss, this random dude who we will learn more about later on, and we will know him as Outsider. He kind of just showed up and stole the Crystallo. We threatened him a bit, but we kind of just let him go and trusted that he would figure this out and meet up with us. So that was kind of sketchy, but I guess my character's very trusting. So on my way back, I found a thing known as a Luno loot, something like that, which is like a loot midget from Borderlands, kind of. So I killed them and carried on to do a load of side missions, and I did not fully pay attention to like any of them, which helped me kind of ascend my Rebecca to be a little more powerful, which then led me to meeting up with the Outsider. We meet at his house for the first time, also meeting his sick sister, which this is kind of weird that we're going into his house on the first meeting, but that's fine because his sister kind of gets forgotten about. But to recap what he all said, he pretty much thinks that Mr. Henrik is sketchy, kind of alluding to a human trafficking situation type thing. Not really, but he does have a few youngins in his house, so what else are we supposed to think? So now our goal was to get into the house, which we did somehow, I can't quite remember. We did some investigation, but took a little break to upgrade some stuff, because you know, now is the perfect time for that while I'm just sitting in some guy's house. But we got the info we needed and trained with Outsider as if I needed it. Doing this, I got Outsider as a character and a new weapon to add to my collection. I don't use him at all this video, but I got him for my trial rank, so that's something. But before the next main quest, I made my way to a few side missions and completed them ASAP, as they aren't really important to me, but I do want the rewards. Eventually, before plans get set into motion, I go talk to Psyche only to learn that her eyesight has given out. So I spent a good 15 minutes talking to her about a damn plant and describing its looks despite it not looking like that in the game. But the plant was dying and Psyche indirectly asked for our help because of course my character would do whatever she needs. Which I needed to get special soil near the lake. We got it and potentially saved a plant. I then stalked Henrik and found he was putting a box in the lake and just started floating there. It was kind of just filled with dust from what we could tell, but it must have gotten collected by the lake. This is where I realized this man is 100% a sketchy dude. This means Psyche might be in trouble, so once again I went to see her and convinced Henrik to let her come with me. We took her on a walk and we found out she was actually not allowed to leave Ice Lake. We talked a bit more and took some boring little photos of her and finally unlocked our camera mode. She couldn't even make a little peace symbol either, it was just her just standing there staring at the camera awkwardly. But anyway, Henrik came and got her and he was fairly mad about it, which added to his sketchiness. Plus we saw a Legion guard bearing a body, which happened to be that thief that we caught a while back. He died because he was becoming a deteriorator, which the guard kindly taught me about. So what I know is deterioration happens to Charons whose power essentially turns them into a filthoid, well, eventually. He also told me that Henrik murdered someone a long time ago that was becoming a deteriorator. His daughter was with him but died at the place he was at, and this whole incident just kind of ruined his life as far as I could tell. and he was a fairly known person, but now he just kind of hides away. So this made me think, what if Psyche was going through that? What if she was in the process of deterioration, which means Henrik may be trying to save her or cure it. So I thought on this while doing a few side quests and getting a fishing rod and a bit of dye, which the coloring system I am not a huge fan of because it just consumes dye each time, and at the time I don't really know how to get a lot, so that kind of makes me sad. Just like what was about to happen, we arrived to Henrik's house only to hear that something happened and a girl just screamed, presumably Snow. We ran to the house to find out that Psyche went rogue. That's when we found Henrik laying on the ground. He admitted that he was harboring deteriorators, which was illegal by the Legion, to end them peacefully for families who came to him. Which I guess is a somewhat better alternative to just, stealing kids, I guess. He also let us know that his daughter was about to deteriorate, so he ended up killing her. That's what all happened a long time ago. So after that tragic truth, Henrik died, and Psyche was just still on the rampage. So our next goal was to save her, or at least try. We found out she was at the lake that we were at when we were taking pictures, so we started going there. Yeah, she was different. She had a unique form, possibly due to deteriorating, so she just attacked us. She didn't recognize us at all, so we just had to fight her back. Oh god, okay. Wait, can I actually hit you? Oh god. Oh my god. Okay, she's a lot stronger than I thought. Wait. What if can I just do this? Yeah, okay, taking some damage. How do I go about this? I don't care what I'm saying. Oh god. Okay. Do this, maybe? Oh, that did some damage. Okay. I can just spam it, right? There we go. Okay, when she's in the air, do this. Oh wait, I need to destroy these things. Yeah. Okay. Definitely didn't read the tutorial because I didn't care. Okay. I don't know if this is doing low damage just because I'm far away, or if they're just tanky. I want to think that they're tanky. Okay, there we go. Now it's melee time. Okay, ow. God damn, don't. Okay. Why aren't the other people helping? I literally got here with Outsider and Snow. What the hell, man? God, they don't even want to come help. Ow. Okay. Yep. I don't understand why they don't want to help. I haven't played with Outsider. I'm pretty sure I can, but I'm sure he can fight. Okay. We're trying to combo her real quick. That didn't do like any damage because she teleported away, of course. Okay. So the wings are definitely very tanky. I'm feeling like I will probably kill her before I destroy her wings, if I'm gonna be honest. I don't think my weapon sucks. I think I'm doing decent damage. Okay, let's summon right there. She's gonna fall down, right? There she is. Yeah, gonna deal some damage with that. Oh yeah, freaking destroying. Ow. This is actually okay. Yeah. It's so easy. And there we go. Weakness exposed, and I need to press F. There we go. After that fight, from my understanding, we got a glimpse into Psyche's mind using our powers. So this showed us a bit of what she went through, the challenges of being a Charon to soulless parents, a bit of what the parents struggled through, and stuff like that. I did kind of feel bad for her when a girl wasn't allowed to be her friend because of her being a Charon, but hey, I did fight an inner demon as Psyche, so that's something. Oh, holy crap. Was not expecting this. Oh god. Oh my god. Okay. I was not okay, oh god. Okay, what? I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, holy crap. What? Okay, that's actually kind of crazy. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm playing as Titania though, so that's pretty cool. So I just spam this and I keep on getting a bunch of things to throw. Okay, I don't know what they're saying. Okay, this is actually really cool. Oh my god. So it's basically we're going to defeat, or we're gonna stop getting deteriorated. We're basically gonna get saved from that. Okay, I understand. We just need to complete this boss fight. I'm sure I'm taking a lot of damage. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not taking like any damage. Okay, come on, hurry up. You're about to die. It's so easy. Oh, you're so easy. Can I get headshots? It's not letting me aim on headshots. Is there? Oh, there is this. Oh, there's another attack. Okay. What is this? Split into 3. Yeah, take me home. Take me home, me. There's that, and then we got this. Oh, there's more of them. Okay, wait. Oh, I did it. We did win, but Psyche died in the process. But before she did die, what happened was she showed us that she could overcome the deterioration. So maybe we were too late to beat the deterioration of Psyche, but maybe not too late for others. Then came Officer Rhythm, a new character who came to secure the area and essentially defeat Psyche, but we kind of beat her to that. Now, my character didn't like Rhythm because she seemed a little insensitive to what happened. I don't really know because she does have a job to do that my character obviously didn't understand, but it's fine. We get over it eventually, especially after we talk to Outsider for a bit. After cooling down, I ran into somebody known as Lady Niffle. We talked about something known as the Misty Sea where souls go to rest, where Psyche may actually be. So that was kind of our key to bring her back. I was really interested in this part, only to learn that nothing other than just like a side activity came from this, I think. But anyway, after this encounter, I returned to the city to get jumped by this weird knight person. But I was kind of just saved in an epic fight sequence by Lady Camilla. It kind of ends there for that part of the story because, you know, I unlocked a second version of my character, which totally just confused the hell out of me. This next part though is a little weird because I was still able to play the game normally after this happened. So it doesn't totally make a lot of sense when it comes to what the story is telling, but you know, I helped bring Truffle and Filbert into the city to hunt Genimon hunters, which were officially stopped. Then I fought Chief Sybil again for some random weekly thing, I guess. After messing with my gear a bit, I started the next quest, which actually just put me right after Camilla saved me, from what I can tell at least. This time I'm playing as my other self, who also had a dark side in their head, some weird voices. I'm quite curious about it. They are also a part of the Imperials, notably a captain. So yeah, and it also looks like I'm not a Charon in this version. So that's kind of interesting, I suppose. There was also the medic Daphne who we met. She was kind of chill, I guess. So when we got to an area that was somewhat protected, my troops just sat and chilled and got aid from Daphne. That's when we were attacked by a bunch of filthoids, which I nearly soloed myself until this guy Avar showed up. He's like my boss and Daphne's dad, and I think my mentor, so yeah. Anyway, once he showed up, everything got kind of just a bit easier, and we continued through their fortress. In that time, we exploded this big reactor thing and escaped like a total badass, not even looking at the explosion. We rendezvoused and went to save this guy named Simon, I think, who was dead, though he really didn't look like it. I'm pretty sure he was still moving. I also went on to find a bunch more survivors who were harboring potential Charon slaves. After being the captain and calling the shots, I determined they were nice and not a threat. So with their help, we made our way through the fortress as they suspiciously knew a lot about this place. Yeah, the young Charon Catface, I don't know, had some beef against me for some reason or another, and she betrayed us. She attacked me in a pretty cool small fight scene that they had, which I'm kind of jealous that this got such a cool fight scene and it wasn't really that necessary. But anyway, this just made me wonder if I was able to play her as a character eventually, which the answer is no. But we talked to her, and of course she was part of the Forsaken. But eventually she does tell me something quite useful. Someone in the Legion wants me dead. Now I have no idea who that is, and no idea why, because, you know, I don't look like a Charon, and I know the Legion are definitely hating on them right now. Because of, you know, this old thing that happened a long time ago, I don't really know, but that's besides the point. Because I took out an easy boss and went to the control room with Avar, only to find out he was the one to betray me. I tried fighting back and defending myself, but he killed me, or so I thought. As I was laying there, his commander showed up and just totally info dumped a bunch of crap. They talked about Chief Sybil, Berenica, and the Catalyst, who was most likely the original us, I think, or that's what I guess. It was part of a plan to be a higher ranked than Sybil and purge all of the Charons from the Legion, and he was kind of super racist. But after he dumped all of his secrets, he killed Avar. Afterwards, the reactor room was trashed, and Daphne and I were classified as spies. So like I hinted towards, I survived. This is where I managed to meet up with Daphne. She wasn't against me at first, which I thought she was, but she ended up stopping a guy from attacking me instead. So we had a little chat, and I got her as a playable character. We made the promise to escape together, so that's what we planned on doing. So we found our way into the sewers. We were of course followed and pinched between Filthoids and the Legion, who also activated the water which started flooding the place. Daphne and I worked on a defense and helped keep the water out and made our escape. only to be pinched again with no real way out this time. So we came up with a strategy to escape, which involved turning ourselves in and not taking our clothes off like I originally told Daphne.
Take off your clothes.
What?
Basically, we turn ourselves into Chief Sybil, hoping for her to believe us. Then something can be done about this wrongdoing by the other Legion idiots. So we end up doing this, and we got interrogated by this demon lady who looks like she came out of the depths of hell, in a good way. She interrogated us, and honestly, I had no complaints. Well, until we went through these hallucinations that frankly didn't happen. I was more so interested to see where this was going as an interrogation, but it brought me to a boss fight with the big devil lady who appeared hotter than before, quite literally. Holy crow, God. Okay, no one prepared me for this. Oh God. Okay. Okay, I don't know what to say. Big demon lady is big demon lady now. Oh God, and they're hitting me a lot. Okay, so let's see, what is just better? Is my shotgun do better? Is my shotgun gonna do better in this fight? I don't know. Well, I guess I couldn't tell. Oh God, oh God. Oh God, ow, ow. Oh God, please. Okay. Oh, it's just runtime. It's just runtime and dodge time. Oh, okay. I understand. Oh wait, I can still shoot. Okay. Okay. I don't know if there's something I'm missing, but I guess just keep on attacking. Keep on trying to kill her? I don't know if my summon will actually help, but we'll try. We'll hope. I don't think I'll die. I'm not worried about my health. Okay, maybe my melee is the way to go. Maybe. Okay. We could try, because I'll at least be close enough to her to get my ability stuff and hit her with my ability. Ow. I don't know what she just did, but she did something. Okay, ability time. Yeet. Oh yeah, that does take a nice chunk out. Chunk. Oh my God. Yeah, it really hasn't taken me down in much health. I don't think it's gotten anywhere near half my shield, so that's a plus. Ability time. There we go. God, who needs dodging when you can just spam your melee? Oh my God. Okay, we're almost done. Come on, we're almost done. Please. Stop. Weakness exposed and absolutely demolished. There we go. I think that's it. That got us out of the hallucination and caused us to tell the full truth, where Avar actually had this plan where he shot me with a non-lethal shot, which would give me a chance to escape. I also recorded it on a recorder that was taken that no one could find. However, it was revealed that I was about to be executed. But I was pardoned by the prince, which in the room, it seems like I actually knew him. So I don't fully know that relation there, but what I do know is that he wants me to come with him to another area as his bodyguard, which I accept because apparently in that new area, I will be able to find the catalyst to number 0 or Brenica. But now I am back as my original character in Ice Lake, where I have been out for 5 days. I was actually laying on Camilla's lap, so I wouldn't have minded being out, for another few days, if she needs a son or trophy husband, she knows who to call. Probably not me. But anyway, I met up with Snow and Outsider and found out Rhythm wanted to talk to me. I feared the worst, thinking I would be in trouble for the whole Psyche incident, but no, she just wanted to talk to me about the guy who attacked me not too long ago. This all happens directly after that, so that's why it was kind of weird that I was able to play normally after this incident, but it's fine now. So I took a second and worked on getting better mod/demon wedges. It was way longer than a second, but you get the gist. I finally met up with Rhythm, and she wants to find the guy who attacked me. So we met at a street that actually happened at and started investigating like real detectives. I will say this clue searching is by far not my favorite mission type by any means necessary, because it does take some tiny amount of thinking, which isn't good if you just want to turn off your brain and play the game, and especially since we have loads and loads of dialogue to listen to. But we came to the conclusion that the person either belonged to the local theater or worked at a nearby factory. Yeah, so neither places led to anything important. So next we deduced that the culprit may be a fisherman. So of course we found some random fisher guy and interrogated him to find out it was a monster that came out of the sewers. So that was our next goal, to pursue it. But before that, I of course did some side quests. Returning to the sewers wasn't that bad because I did save 2 people who I of course didn't trust, because this game gave me trust issues. Now, I did end up fighting the guy, but it abruptly ended and freaking Rhythm took my kill. But then she saved my life? because there was another bad guy who looked the exact same. Both of the monsters escaped and Rhythm was rushed to the hospital. Surprisingly, with my charm and niceness, I was able to go into the inner city to see her in the hospital. She was knocked out at the time, but right when Outsider Snow and I got there, she magically woke up because, you know, storytelling. She wasn't allowed to leave just yet, but she asked us to grab something for her at her secret base, which we of course did. When returning, we met with another Legion piece of crap, Officer Lynn, who kinda looks like a Digimon, but she was here to help and this mysterious person creature thing. Inevitably, me and the group ended up helping and did a bunch of bitch work for Legion 13, but it led us to encounter the big bad again. We did fight them for a bit, but it got away as Lynn attacked it and thought it was dead, which was starting to genuinely piss me off at this time because it just felt like the villain was getting constantly dragged out way too much. There was a parade celebrating the victory, but just it didn't feel right. It felt just like another stunt for publicity and sweeping stuff under the carpet. So after some thinking, Rhythm decided to disobey orders and continue the investigation, with outsiders and my help of course. Oh yeah, and I guess Snow was there too. But this part kind of just pissed me off too and felt just a little rushed. So it felt too drawn out, then it felt very rushed. It was indeed a weird feeling. So everyone went back to Rhythm's hideout, only for the enemy guy to show up. I fought him again and then stopped once again. This time it decided to use its voice and words like a big boy. It turns out this was actually Blues, Rhythm's brother. Once he made his way up the chain in the Legion, he became a Laurel Charon, which they treated him kind of like crap and experimented on him. This kind of turned him into a Warframe, but you know, he could still speak, which was interesting to say the least. The whole thing with this is there was another guy there who got tested on as well. That guy helped Blues believe in good and humanity. While these conversations were happening, I got to play as this Warframe thing and even fought a pretty cool boss. The other mysterious character was talking about getting us out of the prison, and the plan started when we were forced to fight each other. There was a pretty cool scene for the fight, and it showed one of the guys keeping a barrier open for the other one, but they escaped and inevitably ended up in Ice Lake. After this, Blues went to the theater to face the Legion himself, telling us not to follow. But when he went there, he kind of just talked to this Forsaken guy, which we killed since we were playing as Blues. Yeah, I think through this, it is implied that the Forsaken played a part in this whole thing, but honestly, I don't know much about them, so it really didn't make much sense to me. But of course, the Legion did show up to apprehend Blues and the Forsaken, even though it's dead. When Blues was about to get shot down, my character and Outsider and even Snow made a pretty dope entrance. I believe kids these days would say that it was filled with aura. I guess it was ruined when I started talking some nonsense about getting along and all that fun little stuff. Yeah, all of that didn't really matter because everyone started fighting again. We won, of course, but then Blues just knocked out Rhythm, only for him to tell us that he is not actually Blues. His name is actually Fantasio. Everything he told us was kind of backwards. Blues was actually the one who helped him out when in the testing facility. Blues was actually the real hero in all this, but ended up dying when Lynn shot some kind of poison at him a while back. We thought he got away, but in reality, Lynn just killed him and she knew it. This came as a shock to us, which explains why he knocked out Rhythm at the end, which we really didn't do anything about. We just kind of stood there smiling. But that was pretty much the gist of it. He told us all these things that frankly just didn't connect with me. It just seemed like there was no emotion or anything from these characters, which kind of sucked. But it is what it is, you know, just kind of have to go with it. So anyway, we left Fantasio to the rest of it and he probably died. That's when I actually took control of him, surprisingly. Similar to Psyche, of course. I took a stroll through his memories, learning that his name was really Parsifal, and we have to complete a performance of a play or something that Rhythm talked about a long time ago about blues and stuff like that. I didn't care enough to remember though. But anyway, we had to fight a boss that was resembling the play or something like that. So here's that. Oh God, I was not ready for this. Oh God. Okay, the beast from the snowfield. Oh, is this like a, oh, that's actually kind of cool. Okay, what is weapon? Weapon? Oh, is it a burst weapon? Wait, okay, how does it work? Oh, but what if you hold it? Oh, okay, yeet. So you just have to throw these big balls at her. Okay. I'm gonna throw my balls in her face. Oh my god. They're kind of purplish balls. I do like purple balls. They're not blue balls, but they're purple balls. Well, I guess they're more pink, aren't they? I like to think them as purple, but I think they're more pink. She is more purple. I don't know what I'm saying. I need to actually kill her, though. So what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing, though. What is this doing? Is it doing any damage to her? No. Okay. Oh, I have to be up close to her. Oh, ow, ow. I have to be up close to her? And that's doing, like, no damage. Oh, my God. She is a tanky lady. She's like a floating Lady Demetrique through, or whatever her face is. I don't know. Come on. When in doubt, just melee it out with this freaking cool ass katana. Oh my god. Oh, that's so sick. Okay. So I need to, oh, wait, by using my ability, by using this ability, I'm getting points to that middle bar. Wait a second. What does that do? What is that? I'm focusing on that real quick. What does that do? Oh, wait. Just wait. What does it do if I try going further? Okay, nothing's happening. I guess I don't know. Okay, halfway down. Okay, oh, I knew something was gonna happen. Oh my god. Oh, that didn't do like anything. Okay. Honestly, oh, there it is. Ultimate skill. Okay. Bam, I knew this was gonna happen. Then after some fighting, I went Super Saiyan mode and turned into the beast Fantasio truly is. Oh, now we gotta become this guy. Oh yeah, okay. That can't hit her. Okay, there we go. Okay, I can kind of hit her. Okay, that kind of works. Come on, come to the ground. Come to the ground, man. You can do it. You can do it. Don't be lame. Oh, I see your face. Okay. Break the boss's shield, destroying dormant cannons. Okay, just destroying it. Wait, destroying this stuff? Deal damage to the shield. I'm too lazy. Well, I guess I'm not too lazy. Oh, wait. Okay, and F, please. Okay, there we go. Oh, the damage. Oh, there we go. Having completing this fight, I figured out it was all a delusion and he was fighting Lyn and the Legion the whole time, which is kind of wild. But after that, I struck a pose, then died, I think. Potentially. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but returning as my original character, I went to Rhythm and had a small recap. This brought me to a vision of Lyn and inside the Legion, and I saw this man. Randy! Oh, it's Randy! Yes! He's back! Randy! But for a little recap, Lyn seems to be questioning the Legion now as well. She tried talking to Chief Sybil, but she shut down the questions, and with that cutscene done, I finished completing all of the main quests for now, and after that, I just kind of finished some other of the side quests as well. I did try a few other things within the game before ending this, nothing noteworthy other than getting a rare Psyche skin, which I learned after this video was pretty much a guaranteed reward. Now, all I gotta do is actually work on getting her, and I guess we'll see how that happens, or if I even do that. So that has been my experience so far playing Duet Night Abyss. I tried going into this game not comparing it to Warframe too much, as yes, it may have taken plenty of inspiration off of the game, but it still is a little different. I enjoyed it for what it was, and I thought it was quite fun. I especially enjoyed the maze thing that is like a roguelite type thing. I thought that was pretty fun. Plus, leveling the characters and gathering materials isn't as awful as I thought it would be, which I did enjoy. Getting characters, though, kind of suck a little bit. It's like an off-brand relic system, which in reality isn't horrible, so I can deal with that. But I did enjoy the combat, and I think playing Warframe helped make the game just a little bit easier, or well, at least I didn't find it too challenging. And then Warframe also probably helped my knowledge with the modding as well. So anyway, with that being said, I want to thank you for watching. If you want to see me play more of this, maybe let me know and I may just do that. But anyway, go ahead, maybe like, maybe subscribe. I don't really give a crap, as most people know. And maybe join the Discord too in the link below. Go right ahead. I'll be there. And I guess I'll just see you in the next video.